Welcome back, it's your girl Gia. Thanks so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. And it has been a long time since I have done a glute mass builder. So I'm gonna be showing you today what I do, sets, exercise, reps, everything so that you can do it on your own. But before I do that, I wanna make sure that I touch on some questions that I have been getting. So I've started to do spaces up on Twitter, and I have added my Twitter handle into this along with everything in the description so you can follow me there. So when I was on my spaces, I had quite a bit of questions. So I went ahead and saved the ones I couldn't get to make sure that I could answer them here. And one of the first questions that I got asked was, how do you do it all? How do you get it all done? How are you able to model? How are you able to be a wife? How are you able to run a business? Have a family? Get your workouts in? Keep it all together? And I'm gonna tell you, I don't. It's not always smooth. I can't say that there are days that I have really rough days and I struggle. I can tell you there are plenty of times I walk into the gym and I just don't wanna be there, but I make myself get there. And sometimes just getting into the gym is pretty much half the work. And then you just, as you start doing those exercises, you get that adrenaline going, and before you know it, you're finished with the workout and happy that you made it, you showed up. So I always tell people, just show up. Show up. You don't always have to be perfect. You're not always gonna be perfect. It's impossible to be, but just show up, get it done. And everything falls into play. If you have one bad day and you can't do your meal prep that day, it's okay, start the next day. What ends up happening is that people tend to let one day turn into a week, and then a week turn into a month, and then before you know it, they're like, forget it, I don't wanna do it again. And then that's what spirals. So it's a mindset. It's remembering that during the hard, most challenging times, that is when you really gotta do it. That's when you gotta make yourself do it. It's that discipline that carries you through long term and helps you stay consistent, because really anybody can start anything. It's following through and being consistent with it. How do you stay motivated? So this is a perfect question for what I just answered previously. Consistency and discipline. I'm gonna say that because I'm not motivated. Motivation is not what keeps you going. It's saying, I'm gonna do this, committing to that task, and no matter what comes up, no matter how busy you are, you make time for it. So I'm not motivated, I'm disciplined. And that's really what carries me through to keep me going all these years. Okay, so this next question was, what is your favorite post-workout meal? And I am going to say that there are two. And the reason why I say that is immediately after I finish a workout, I always make sure that I have this meal within 45 minutes of having my workout finished. And I have it right here. It's my level 1. So I will put a scoop of this, a scoop of creatine, and a scoop of glutamine into my water jug, and this is what I do post-workout. And this is super, super important to get in me immediately so that it can go to repair and rebuild back stronger. But that's not enough. It's not enough for when you are trying to really build muscle. So an hour, which is just enough time to drive home, take a shower, get dressed, and get something else to eat. That is when I have a high protein, lean protein. It can be a steak, it can be eggs, it can be chicken, it can be fish, but a lean protein and a fast digesting carbohydrate, such as like a basmati rice, any type of rice is fine, a potato, sweet potato, and then some veggies. So kind of that is how I do my post-workout. I follow it up. So first, level 1, glutamine, creatine. Second meal, about 5-6 ounces of lean protein and some complex carbohydrates and vegetables. There you go.
So I always start off my workouts with a very light warm-up. I will get on the treadmill and walk uphill for about 5 to 10 minutes. or I'll do some ballistic stretching on the floor. And usually, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes just to get the blood going is sufficient. And then I'll go right into my reverse hypers. This machine you may not find at your local gym. And the alternative to it is just holding a dumbbell in between your ankles and lying against a bench and mimicking the movement. But what I love about this exercise, it'll completely warm up everything in your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. But I see it done a lot wrong, and usually it's because they're swinging the weight. So you want to control the weight on the way up and hold it for a split second before you lower it on the way down, with a 4-second pause in between. So it's really just controlling the weight that'll help you get that shelf booty. And this is a great exercise to start out with. I do anywhere from 4 to 5 sets, and I will add weight each set, usually going anywhere between 20 to 25 reps total for the entire exercise. Next exercise is the belted squat machine. And don't worry guys, if you don't have this machine in your gym, you can grab a dumbbell and do the exact same movement. The key here is letting the quads and the booty do the work. You're letting those feet go slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Toes are slightly pointed out, and you're letting the quads pull you down and pull you back up. I'm using the triangle cable bar attachment, and that allows me to let the weight come down, which really makes the glutes do a lot of the work. I do 4 to 5 sets. I start out with 15 reps and I climb my weight, even using bands as a resistance. This one is an amazing exercise. The last exercise is the glute bridge. This is by far the best for mass building, and why I have the glutes today is because of this exercise. If you don't have this glute bridge machine in your gym, don't worry. Load a heavy bar, lay on the floor, put a pad on your pelvis. The bar goes right across the pelvis, and you're gonna work on really thrusting that weight, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then slowly controlling it down. I will do anywhere from 4 to 5 sets, and I shoot for 10 to 12 reps with the heaviest weight that I can go. So I'll start off with 245 plates, and then I'll add more from there. But I don't do a million exercises anymore, as that really doesn't contribute to adding muscle. You want quality. So it's not about how many exercises you do, it's the exercises that you are doing and that you're maxing out at each set and each exercise. That's how you gain quality, solid muscle. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you can incorporate some of these exercises on your own. They are amazing at building legs and glutes, and they are what I'm currently doing right now. So I know I didn't get into my changes for 2022, but one of those goals that I did was to put on some extra muscle and lean out about 3%. And I am on my road to achieving that. I got a few more months, but I'm slowly coming down with the body fat, and I can start seeing more muscle definitely in delts. We're working on the delts, we're working on hamstrings and quads, like your teardrop. So with that, I'm doing a lot of good nutrition, workouts, sleep and rest, because that's where it gets rebuilt. And that is what I've been doing for 2022. If you guys have questions, don't forget to leave the feedback down below. I will be answering those. And I really appreciate you hitting the like for this video and the notification so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, guys, tons of love.